So, as we are looking to get started on game number 2 of the second set of the semifinals, which is OSU versus Bar. So, game 1 went, I would say, pretty much one-sidedly with OSU coming out on top. However, Bar did manage to fight back quite a bit, especially with Demonius on that Vel'Koz. Suspect that they might not let that go through this time as the Blitzcrank gets banned away.
Yeah,
Oh man, I am loving
I'm
this.
surprised to see the Blitzcrank get banned. I think it was just because with all the diving that we saw into that Caitlyn, there were a lot of champions that got hooked into turrets.
Yeah, that was. I'm kind of satisfied because I feel like it began on a meme, right? Like the whole hook thing.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like,
Oh,
I want to see
definitely.
some crank. So that was
Yeah,
was
definitely. That was definitely a meme for us. Was the unbank the crank?
Unbank the crank. Oh man, counter cheese with cheese and play Sona Tarek into
No.
Panthylia.
No, it wouldn't work. The Sona would get popped even quicker than the Caitlyn
These guys
did.
are real trolls. They're about to ban all the hook-based champions. If they ban Nautilus here, I'm gonna be upset. They just don't want to give me what I want. I want to see it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I want to see it. No.
Yep. they're
Why?
banning it.
Why?
Because we talked about it earlier. It's a hook meta today.
Josh, I feel like this is your fault. I'm blaming Josh. I'm blaming J Daddy for this.
Is he target banning you? Akeet got target banned in the
that's
game.
funny.
He's not playing.
That's hilarious. Talia getting banned away. I told
Not
you
surprised
they
to
weren't
see
going to
it.
drop the Talia.
We'll go ahead and pick up that Jarvan for J Daddy Melink. Not surprised to see that. Saw him, I believe, on the first game of his day. Went ahead and picked that up. Teemo Hover. If they pick the Teemo, I'm putting my headphones down and walking out. Okay.
Ivor.
Ooh, I would actually love to cast an
Oh,
Ivor.
that's a shout out to Gnarly Gnar, former jungler for Bar, sitting out there watching the game in person as Skarner gets locked in.
Skarner. Yeah, we actually saw some quality of life buffs coming through for Skarner. In patch 9.6, they moved his Spire to where he can actually take all of his camps with the Spire now. So definitely gave him a lot more clear help. He definitely suffered with those Krugs before.
Yeah, interesting to see J4 being prioed. And the Skarner to respond. Last game, OSU did ban away the Morgana, I believe. So this time it going through the Sona Tarek.
They're just going for all the cheese. They have nothing to lose. They are up 1-0. They have a game that they can afford to lose. This is going to be another one of those cheese compositions. We saw one person mention it in Twitch chat.
Yeah,
Not sure if
Cody,
everyone.
I don't know if this is what you were aiming for, but you indirectly got it. As we see the Caitlyn Morgana coming through. Caitlyn Morgana definitely does a better job in the Sona Tarek.
Yeah, I like the Caitlyn Morgana into the Sona Tarek. I think the spell shield will be really good in terms of just the stuns that'll come out of the Tarek. But also just a ton of magic damage in that bottom lane.
Yeah, absolutely. The auto attack harass is what you need there.
And if Sona gets caught out with some dark bindings, it's going to be very easy for Caitlyn to blow her up.
Are you certain?
Yeah, LeBlanc being taken away from Peridot.
I see you lack
Yeah, we'll go ahead and just get rid of the Kale, one of those champions that post 16, it doesn't really matter how the game's been going.
Absolutely. I'm curious to see. Let's see, the last time I believe they banned away. Was it Yasuo? No.
Yeah, I think it was the Yasuo.
Was it the Yasuo? Might have been the Yasuo. I'm not sure.
No, there was
Vladimir. Vladimir's a good ban.
Yeah,
I agree with that ban.
Yeah, definitely saw the Akali ban come through. It looks like they were just targeting Peridot, and it feels bad.
Absolutely. I'm glad to see them take away Lissandra from Bar. I don't want to see anyone pick up the Lissandra for them, as it is one of the most comfortable picks for both Demonius and Experiment. Now, last game, Experiment 66 actually kind of won lane against Elam Alzadong.
Yeah,
getting solo kills.
Yeah, very surprising to see. Ooh, actually, go ahead and pick up that
Oh
Lulu.
man, they're
full cheesing.
This is the
a
definition of BM.
This is a full cheese. Oh my God, this is a full. That's probably a Jarvan top.
This is actually some of the most BM I've seen.
Are they combining the Jinx? There's not a smite on their team right now.
I know. Let's not talk about that yet.
Yeah.
Let's see, the last pick from Applause coming in.
Oh, man.
Silas. I like the Silas.
Yeah, this is going to be... Okay, I'm really excited for this. This is going to be Peridot on the Master Yi. And they're going to combine two cheese strategies. They're going to Sona Taric and Funnel.
Yeah, so they're going to do a bit of a role swap here, electing to move Peridot into the jungle this time.
Yeah, they're going to have J Daddy Mealink just walk around, funnel all that gold into Peridot, and it's just going to be ridiculous. The synergy with the Taric Master Yi, I love it. Once they both pop Q at the same time, Master Yi pops Q, Taric pops the stun. By the time Yi has landed, that's when the stun procs.
Absolutely.
So, absolutely perfect synergy.
Run through the roster here, as we have Ayla Maozadong on the J4 top, J Daddy Mealink on the Lulu somewhere, probably mid lane, Peridot on the Master Yi jungle, and then Dare to Defy Sona in the bot lane, as well as 50C Ranch Cup on the Taric bot lane.
Yeah, and we see Experiment 626 running it back on the Poppy, followed by Mike Oxmail Oz on the Skarner. Really excited to see the Silas coming out from Demonius, the God, and Hurricane on Caitlyn, followed up by Morgana, played by Applause. Yeah, we are dealing with this little bit of a spectator delay, but yeah, we'll be into game shortly. Really excited to see how this game plays out. OSU is fully committing to this cheese.
And what is your opinion of the cheese?
I love it. I mean, you've played with me in Solid Cube before. You know I like to get cheese off wherever I can get it. Like
5 fires. All right. Well, moving on. I think that the Lulu versus Silas is pretty spicy. Lulu probably has the tools in her kit needed to accomplish something in that lane matchup, right? With the polymorph being available, as well as the her Q, right? Her to slow. She has slows. She has hard CC. She's able to move away, kite out the Silas.
One thing we do need to keep in mind though, for the Silas, there are very good ultimates available for him to steal.
Right, that's what I was just about to mention.
Yeah, especially with the AP ratios that are going to come through on like that Sona ultimate, especially like the Lulu ultimate, they're going to get a lot of health coming through from that wild growth.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I haven't seen a ton of Sona Taric. I've seen some limited LCS play from it, etc. But I feel as though Caitlyn Morgana... I mean, Morgana, I know, is obviously going to be an ideal matchup. You know, you're able to move away from the stuns and whatnot. But because they build damagey, because they build, they have some damage in their builds, they're able to pop the Black Shield fairly easily, even if Morgana goes Emax. So I'm not sure to what length it'll actually help them in the Sona Taric bot lane. The real problem is with the Taric ult really synergizes well with overall Master Yi J4. This, and as you mentioned, this is a funnel Peridot composition. This is a get them together, keep Peridot alive. You have the Sona ultimate to lock them down, the J4 to group them up. You have the Lulu polymorph, the Lulu ultimate. You have the Sona heals, the Sona shields, the Lulu shields. You have the Taric heals, Taric shields. You have the Taric ultimate. Like, there are so many things they have to keep Master Yi alive. And they also have attack speed buffs, right? They have the J4 flag. Every single one of these champions buffs Master Yi
buff
somehow.
This Master Yi up, and protect him also. The ultimate from the Taric is just going to be ridiculous. One thing that I wanted to mention, forgot what I was going to say.
Well, while you think about that, the only thing that that Bar really has going well for them in this composition, stop the E, is the Skarner ult. But I mean, even when the Impale comes down onto the E, you can expect a QSS to come out. You can expect E to get a QSS, right? Yeah,
definitely going to have him prioritized towards that. But really, that's the only member that you can't afford. You can afford to give up any of the other 4 members, really. One thing I did want to mention, I think that OSU will run away with this game if they can execute their comp correctly. I think that is really what this composition comes down to. I love the picks that they picked, but it comes with such a large asterisk of if they can make it work.
Right, absolutely. So, do you still see OSU taking this game?
Yeah, if they can execute this comp, I love seeing this comp. It is just a weird combination of all of these strategies that Riot has slowly been trying to kill off. So I'm definitely excited to see how they play paired together.
Absolutely, as we see Bar looking for the 5-man, as well as OSU also looking for the 5-man push. So curious to see what happens here, what pathing they're going to take. Are they going to meet each other? Are they going to invade each other's jungles and not see each other? What's going to happen? You know what happens when both teams invade, right?
Yeah, they both miss each other.
But you know what happens next, right? They find each other.
Now they all back.
They both come back to their own jungle, but they don't see each other. That'd be hilarious if they went.
Oh, that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to walk around each other.
Yeah, it's full circle.
It's going to be like a clock forming. Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
they don't see. Now Bar doesn't see anyone on.
Ooh, and they are actually have set up in the brush just above the red side. Toward this is the 5v5 we are looking for. Do have the absconded abduct coming in. Demonius the God does take this in, and this ignite coming in onto Peridot will go down to Morgana. First blood coming through. Not who you want it to be on this Yi. Hurricane, one more auto will do him in. 50C Ranch Cup does go ahead and pick him up. Demonius the God just trying to get out, but yeah, a lot of level 1 shenanigans going on there.
First blood does get picked up by Morgana, though. Both supports getting the kill. I mean, Tark farms this lane, I believe.
Yeah, this will work the same way that the farming in the Tilia
Melee,
Pantheon lane
yeah.
went.
So I guess it's I don't know what you call Tarek. He's not an ADC. He's the Tarek. The Tarek
Yeah.
gets the kill.
Yeah, he will
No
be.
role defined. He's above all roles. He's fabulous. Oh, as the Dark Binding connects. No Tormented Soil available yet, as Morgana is level 1. We are only 2 minutes in. Can confirm.
Yeah, 2 minutes into already having 2 kills. It'll be really interesting to see how this game plays out.
There it is. A lot of poke and harass coming down from J Daddy Mealy, as suspected. Yeah, the third proc there really makes a pretty big difference. Oh, from Sona's powered cord. Oh, as he finds the play under the tower, Demonius picking up the kill against J Daddy Mealing. Wonderful absconded duck coming in from Demonius there. J Daddy Mealing being a little bit greedy on that play. Did not have Ignite available for that to finish off Demonius. The aftershock coming in really strong from Demonius as well there. Very clean execution. Also, Lulu opting to pick up coin. This matchup start in the mid lane. Interesting. Oh, as Mike Hawkswell finding Halo Mazadon.
Yeah, he is not in the place that he wants to be. He might be going down here. Connects the flag. Drag does get over the wall. Is able to get himself to safety.
However, it's pretty good pressure coming down on him, forcing a corrupting potion as well as loss of some XP/CS.
Nice binding onto the Sona there. Do find stun. A lot of damage getting put onto this Caitlyn.
Oh, jeez. Almost spilled the drink there. Sorry. NA production. Sorry. No. Anyways, moving back here, we have the Sonateric still just sustaining. You know, the one thing about Sonateric is the fact that they just have basically an infinite amount of sustain available to them in that lane. But Caitlyn, Morgana have a lot of harass. The biggest thing though is that as Morgana continues to try and harass the Caitlyn, as Morgana tries to continuously harass the Sonateric, she will start to go fairly which is the big one we noticed.
We did see the ancient coin picked
funnel.
up there just
It's the funnel
due to the
strat.
funnel. We do have the Master
Right,
Yi in
right.
mid lane taking that mid CS. So that's what he will be. So we don't want the Lulu to fall too far behind him in gold. So got to get somehow.
Right. So already we do see Master Yi at 36 seconds to do this.
There's
So-
going to be 3 warding items for OSU though. So they're going to have a ton of vision and a ton of vision denial because they'll be able to get sweepers.
Yeah, one of the Lulu mid funnel strat. I think the craziest one I saw was with Jungle Mordekaiser.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he was so far ahead in levels. Because not only
Yeah,
does he
only does
funnel,
get the-
he has the passive that prevents Lulu from losing XP. So
Yeah.
Lulu was still maintained to keep, was able to keep up an XP, and because Mordekaiser was funneled, he had complete dragon control.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Sounds like a very fun to play with, not fun to play against.
Right, absolutely. But the thing about final strats is it only works if the enemy team's not able to do anything about the difference in power, right? So if you consider percentage, it's just the fact of moving percentage.
Yeah, we do have the Skarner moving down here. Dare to Defy, not in great place. Ignite onto 50C Ranch Cup. Will go down to the Ignite. And Flash coming out of Mike Oxmail. Dare to Defy trying to get anything he can back onto this Caitlyn. Peridot coming through. Flash Q comes through for this Sona. Power Cord won't do it. Dare to Defy pops the barrier, just trying to get out. Peridot does find that last out on Mike Oxmail. Able to save Dare to Defy.
Yeah, Dare to Defy able to live from all that.
He a fantastic heroic charge in onto Elmazing Yong.
Yeah, however, Poppy has not bought yet, whereas Ayla Mazadong has already went back, purchased items, has the cloth armor, 2 long swords, refresh, stacks corrupting potion. So this is kind of dangerous experiment to 626. Could get dope here.
Yeah, we do have, looks like the Silas moving up. Not sure if he's just clearing out vision or grabbing a Spire or completely committing to this top side, but yeah. Not sure what Jarvan is doing right now.
He just took the plant.
Oh, just took the blast cone? Okay.
Yeah, took the blast count, went down river. Probably also took the healing plant. Yep, refreshed everything. There it is.
Cataclysm comes down onto Experiment 626. Unfortunately, it does give him a wall. Flag and Drag cancels the Poppy ultimate. This will be Experiment 626 going down just out of a pure outplay.
Yeah, that was a really good.
That was insane. I did not know you could cancel the Poppy ult with a Flag and Drag.
Yeah, some very unique interactions we've learned about today.
I don't think that was a fully charged Poppy ult. I feel like it was fully charged. He wouldn't have been able to cancel it because you go invulnerable.
Right. But regardless, I think Experiment 66 held on to that back timer a little bit too long. He is down 20 CS, needed to reset a lot earlier than that.
Yeah, it does have the TP back to lane, but even with the Bomby Cinder and just boots and cloth armor, he's not going to be where he needs to be in this lane.
Good harass coming down, but like you said,
He does take the Dark Binding into the Tormented Soil. A lot of damage coming through onto Dare to Defy on this Sona.
a lot of canceled autos from Hurricane.
Yeah, many canceled autos, and unfortunately, just a lot of damage.
Yep, as we see the Cinder Hulk being, or Bomby Cinder being picked up from Poppy.
Ooh, unfortunately, not where you want to be right now. Poppy will be going down. Yeah, Poppy will be going down. Sorry, Lulu will be going down here. We do have Peridot diving in. Peridot also does come down, but that was from Demonius the God. So this is Bar, and they are not able to find anything out of that.
Peridot wants more.
Yeah, he does have the ultimate pop, trying to find a pause if he can, doesn't find the Dark Binding. Mike Oxman will try and get out and will be able to pick up the Master Yi. And they balance the turret aggro to save him. That was just a beautiful play out of Peridot.
Yeah, he can't believe he managed to get all 4 of those kills there.
I can't.
Or 3, sorry.
Yeah, but currently sitting 4-1, already has the attack speed item completed. So
the funnel strat seems to be working.
yeah, the funnel strat's working. It's 9 minutes in. He has 4 kills, and if we can get his gold, 1,600 gold.
4,600 gold.
Yeah, 1,600 gold in this pocket. Currently sitting up 1,700 gold over this opposing jungler.
That is so much gold. He is very, very large. It's going to be very hard for anyone to deal with him at the moment.
And there's a huge gold lead in the bot side also, just because of the double support items, the extra gold coming through from that, and just a ton of gold.
Yeah, yep, right. So, I mean, if you're a bar at this point, right, you got to say, okay, look, we got to set the funnel somehow. They need to play 2v2 around mid side, look to pressure Lulu, and they need to get vision inside Master Yi's jungle. They need to know, like, if they can track him, it'll make all their lives so much easier because it can prevent him from getting further ahead.
Yeah, they definitely need to try to get all the vision they can, but like I mentioned, at some point there will be 3 sweepers on this team and 3 warding items, so How are they going to deny? I mean, how are they going to prevent the E vision if there's 3 sweepers on the other side? Demonius the God is not in the place you want to be. Wild Growth comes out for the knockup, and that will be Paradox. Unstoppable right now, currently sitting at 5-1-1, looking to move towards that Wit's End, which is a nutty item right now.
He's already got Skirmisher Saber completed. He's got so much attack speed, along with a recurve bow.
Did you see the 9.8 Wit's End changes? Because not a lot of people did.
Which changes in particular?
The changes that gave you lifesteal under half health.
Oh, yes. Yes, I
Yes,
did.
not a lot of people knew about that Wit's End change. Very good on Yi. Cataclysm does come down onto Experiment 626, but with the Tiamat auto reset, that will be him going down.
Yeah,
Fantastic play out of Amazing Dog.
This is not looking too good for Bar right now. They're looking for the play now.
Yep, Dare to Defy does have to flash the Morgana ult, does flash right into the binding though. Ace in the Hole might pick him up. Yep, Skarner ultimate is available, so he will go down, and Pale does just grab the zone and pull him back.
Yeah, another thing to mention is with a CC that Bar has available, there will come a point in the game where they have enough damage between the Silas and Caitlyn to burst the Yi if they're able to get him, if they're able to catch him. The idea is that, you know, they will be able to kill him once Caitlyn has, you know, like an IE, a Phantom Dance, hopefully maybe a GA or something like that.
The one thing I'm worried about is there's not a ton of CC on the side of Bar to deal with the Master Yi.
Yeah, well, they have the Abscond Duct from Silas. They have the Silas Ultimate Steel to hijack to grab either Lulu or Sona or Terra Blitz. So they have options from that perspective. They also have, you know, they also have Impale. They have Heroic Charge. They have Dark Binding. I mean, they do have a good amount of CC that way. They also have Soul Shackles.
Yeah, but one thing to keep in mind is Peridot has been on point with these Qs so far.
So yeah, yep.
Yeah, the Alpha Strike is just one of the stronger abilities, especially when you use it just to dodge something, let alone the damage.
I can confirm he has landed 100% of those skill shot abilities.
All of those Master Yi skill
All
shots?
those Master Yi skill shots. Every single one of them connected. The man's actually a legend.
The ultimate skill shot? I'm surprised to see the ultimate get popped there. Sorry, the ultimate not popped there. It was just speed up from the Lulu.
Yeah. Interesting Demonius sticking the Yi ultimate there.
Yeah, not exactly the favorable ultimate for you to choose.
Yeah.
Just going to provide you a little bit of attack speed, and that's not what you necessarily benefit from as Silas.
Yeah, 107 CS on him now.
That's nutty.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
It does have the Wit's End completed, and he's just going to be running away with this game.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
Most likely will be optimizing probably towards the Rage Blade next, for just a full-on hit build.
and they're going to be able to start taking over the jungle here now. You do see Elam Azadong moving towards a Black Cleaver, which is also you'll basically make it so that he can challenge Experiment 626 to duels whenever. It is not looking too good for Ball right now, right?
Yeah,
The
not
one
looking
win
too
condition
good.
they had was don't let me get ahead.
Yeah, J. Daddy Melee trying to go into Demonius. One thing he didn't consider was that disgusting heal that comes through from the W. Will pick him up at the last tick of the Ignite, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at least they managed to find a kill, but look at all this pressure they have on the bot side of the map.
Yeah, they do have 3 people on the bot side. Most likely will be able to pick up this turret as another wave crashes in. Yep, they will be able to go ahead and pick up first turret here at 13, right before 14 minutes. We'll go ahead and cash that in, still get all the turret plate gold. Just so much gold.
Yeah, and I mean, even top lane only has 2 plates left on it. So
2,000 gold lead on this Master Yi over the other jungler.
unfortunately,
2,500 over the other mid laner.
Crescendo not quite finding the mark there, but it was a valiant attempt. If anyone got hit by the Crescendo, they were marked for death.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way this composition works right now. Is if you get hit by any large form of CC, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah, as we do see the Yi having that Wit's End completed. Looks like Elam Azadong was able to complete the Black Cleaver, pick up some Ninja Tabbies. You know, honestly, this is pretty rough for the Bar right now. They don't have the damage in their kit to deal with a Yi. They don't have some sort of AP burst. Like Silas is very powerful, puts on a lot of good damage, but is more of like a
Wild Growth comes
sustain
out from the Lulu. Demonius the God trying to find whatever he can. 3v3 coming through in the mid lane. Both Tark ultimates used. No damage about to be done for the next 4 seconds. We do have Cataclysm coming down. Flashes out of Cataclysm. Applause trying to do whatever he can. Teleport coming in from Poppy. Will connect the wall stun. Demonius the God trying to get out. Will go down to Paradox. Yeah, absolutely in the backline. Absolutely wrecking. Hurricanes will go down. Almost a triple kill through for this Yi. Experiment 626 just trying to get out if he can, but he will go down also. Dare to Defy will pick him up, and that will be 3 for 0 on the side of OSU.
Yeah, I try and be an optimist this time. But
Yeah,
this Dunzo.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to agree with you. A 7-1 and 3 Yi at 15 minutes
7-1
makes me
and
want to
3.
rip my eyes out.
Not only is it a 7-1 and 3 Yi, it is a 7-1 and 3 Yi with a team designed to make him win.
With a team designed to make sure he does not die.
And he's 7-1 and 3, so he's like 71 and 3.
I loved the first 6 seconds of that fight, how both Tark ultimates got used, and there was just
No
no
one did any
damage,
damage.
no damage done at the beginning of that fight.
And a Mountain Drake secured. This is going to be an early Baron.
Yeah, it's going to be a 20-minute Baron.
Yeah,
As soon as this
100%.
comes up, we already have double attack speed items completed. This Master Yi is going to rip through whatever objective he wants.
Yeah, he's sitting on 2.7k gold. He's going to
Yeah,
go...
gonna most likely pick up all the components of Rage Blade if he decides to go that way.
He could go Rage Blade, he could go,
Go-
IE, he could go Phantom Dancer, he could go
Yeah.
Stair Axe,
He could go
he
Blade
could
of
get
the Rune
Frozen
King.
Mallet.
Yeah.
He has so many different options depending on what he could even be defensive. Or, well, actually, no. Realistically speaking of what's best, he should go for QSS.
Yeah, go for something like that. Keep him away from Mike Oxmo. Give him a little bit. Skanda Duck comes on to Dare to Defy, trying to get whatever they can. Ace in the hole coming through. That will not pick him up as Wild Growth comes through and saves him. Experiment 626 will come through. Peridot is just in the back line now. Demonius the God trying to do whatever he can. Impale will grab Peridot, but it doesn't even matter. He's legendary and just running away with this game. Hurricane's trying to get out. Does have the spell immune. One more auto. I'm sorry, not one more auto. The Guardian will keep him alive. So much shield, so much Guardian, so much heal.
So much.
So much.
So much.
Much heal.
So much.
Very shield.
Oh, no.
Yeah, unfortunately, J-Daddy Neelink may be going down here. If Skanda the Duck comes through, will get shut down. Yeah, that is
Good return.
Exactly.
Good return.
Yeah, they did need, desperately needed a return kill.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, let's see what he chooses. So, he's not backing. He hasn't
We
backed
have
it.
Ardent Sensor on. I love it.
Ayo Mazadon going super deep.
He actually does get stunned, but we do have the Tark ultimate coming down. Yeah, on to 3 members, keeping himself invulnerable right now. And takes no damage that entire engage. Almazadon trying to do whatever he can, needs to get out. These heroic charges have been massive.
Re-engage. Oh, no.
Yeah, re-engages. Flag and Drag will be back up momentarily. Another wall stun connects. One more will do it. And he
Good
will
decision.
just be, actually, will go down here to Mike Oxmel most likely. Down 5 levels.
800 gold moving
Down
over
4
that.
levels, but still gets him.
Yeah. Oh, yep. He did elect to go. He elected to build a Rage Blade right away.
One thing
Other retrats.
the next item I want to see the Tark optimized towards is the
Knight's Vow?
Mikhail's.
Oh, he already has that. Oh, yeah, Mikhail.
Yeah, I want to see a Mikhail's because that's another Protect the Yi item. We have the Ardent Sensor, so we don't need another
Why
Ardent
don't
Sensor.
all 3 of them buy Mikhail's?
That would be nutty. That would be so trolling.
You shall never CC this Master Yi.
You can't CC anyone.
Yeah, you cannot CC anyone.
That's almost as many CCs as crowd control abilities on the other team. So
Yeah, this is the first funnel I've seen in competitive. When I say in the Columbus area.
Yeah, in amateur competitive.
In
yeah.
amateur competitive.
Yeah, I've seen one other funnel. It was the Nunu Karthus, and that was a lot of fun too. That was
What,
before
do you
they
remember
changed.
which team pulled that out?
It wasn't here. It was
I
the league that I cast for. Experiment 626 not going to get himself out here.
Look how
Peridot is
fast he's
absolutely
moving.
legendary. So fast between all of these. Wild Growth does come down onto him. Tark Ultimate not quite available yet, but it doesn't even matter. Peridot's absolutely running away with this game. Yeah, he's 1v9 and this game's
Oh
over.
my
This
God.
game's he literally
Where'd he go?
he two-hit the. Oh my god.
Oh, this is. I tried to say it 7 minutes ago.
Yeah,
This
go to
game's
Baron.
donezo.
It's 1940.
Just
Go to
FL.
Baron. Go to Baron.
Just F out. You're done. It's over. You have nothing in your kids to deal with this Master Yi.
If you're Bar, this is a game that literally like is for money at this point. So you can't forfeit, but you're definitely not happy about this one.
Oh my God, this is. They have nothing, and the only thing that's reliable is the impale coming out of Skarner.
Yeah, Absconda does come out, but
Look at
yeah,
that!
Demonius just gets absolutely wrecked.
Look at that!
No, this game's over.
It's done!
Because all this time they've had El Mazadong just pushing on that bot side. They will go ahead and pick up the stun. Yep, Caitlyn's dead.
He didn't even touch him!
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this game's over.
It's been over.
I don't even. There's nothing to say about this game anymore without like coming across DM.
They don't Fulton!
Okay, Peridot does get shut down. Oh no, he doesn't even get shut down. He gets executed.
Oh my God.
I'm really excited to see OSU play against Cat now. See if they are willing to draft for these cheese scenarios.
Well, 2-0 win for OSU. Predictions were accurate.
Predictions were accurate. We didn't predict how. There's no way we could have seen how it was coming. Yeah. Yeah, but it looks like we are going to go ahead and take about a 10-15 minute break as we get ready to move into finals. Cat 1 versus OSU. It should be a hell of a series. We've seen exciting games out of both teams so far today.
Absolutely. In an effort to keep things moving along, we'll go ahead and move into breaks now and discuss the next game. We're back from the break in about 10 minutes. So don't touch that browser.